Most people over 50 are quietly losing muscle every single year, and the crazy part? They're eating protein every day and still losing it. Today I'm giving you the 7 best protein sources that are actually easy on your gut and work with your body, not against it. Stick around, because by the end you'll have a simple, doable plan you can start this week. If you're over 40 and you feel like your energy isn't what it used to be, or your arms and legs are getting softer no matter what you do, you're not imagining it. There's actually a name for it: sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. Sounds scary, but once you understand what's happening, you can absolutely do something about it. Your body's relationship with protein literally changes as you age, and most of us were never told that. That's the problem nobody talks about. After 40, especially after 60, muscle breakdown accelerates. We lose roughly 3 to 8% of muscle mass per decade after 30, and that number climbs even faster after 60. But here's the part that surprises most people. It's not just about eating more protein. It's about eating the right kind of protein, because your digestive system changes too. Stomach acid naturally decreases with age. Digestive enzymes slow down. So even if you're eating a decent amount of protein, your body might only be absorbing a fraction of it. This is why some protein sources work dramatically better than others for older adults. And here's a myth worth busting right now: more red meat isn't always the answer. Tough, dense proteins can actually sit heavy and be poorly absorbed if your digestion has slowed down. So let's talk about what actually works and what's easy enough to eat every single day without feeling like you're on some miserable diet. Stay till number 4. By the way, it might be the most surprising one on the list. Number 1, eggs. And honestly, if there's one food that deserves the title of senior protein superhero, it's the humble egg. One egg has about 6 grams of complete protein, and your body absorbs almost all of it. We're talking 90+% bioavailability. That's extraordinary. No other common food comes close to that number. And they're soft to chew, take 5 minutes to cook, and you can do 100 things with them: scrambled, poached, in an omelet packed with vegetables. Now here's where it gets interesting. What about the cholesterol thing? Modern research has largely cleared eggs of the heart disease blame for most healthy people. The old fear was overblown. Of course, if you have specific concerns, always check with your doctor. But for most of us, 2 to 3 eggs at breakfast is a brilliant way to hit your morning protein target. Eggs are a staple across France, Germany, Spain, the Netherlands. They're familiar, affordable, and genuinely one of the best things on your plate. Don't sleep on eggs. Number 2, Greek yogurt. Thick, creamy, and it packs 15 to 20 grams of protein per serving. But here's what makes it genuinely special for us. It also contains probiotics, which help your gut absorb nutrients better. For seniors whose digestion has slowed, that double benefit is huge. It's soft, requires zero cooking, and pairs beautifully with fruit, a drizzle of honey, or a small handful of nuts. Now, full-fat versus low-fat. Full-fat versions tend to be more satisfying and gentler on blood sugar. Worth considering. Greek yogurt is widely available across Europe, and dairy cultures run deep here. This fits naturally into eating habits most of us already have. Have it as a mid-morning snack or blend it into smoothies. Easy win. And coming up at number 4, a plant-based option that has more protein than many cuts of chicken. You'll want to hear this one. Number 3, salmon and fatty fish. Salmon, trout, mackerel, sardines, all excellent choices. A 100-gram serving of salmon gives you around 25 grams of protein, and it practically melts in your mouth. Fish protein is extremely easy to digest, much easier than a tough cut of beef. And the omega-3 fatty acids are an incredible bonus. They fight inflammation, which is a massive issue for aging joints, support heart health, and even protect brain function. That's a lot of work for one food. Aim for fatty fish 2 to 3 times per week. And canned sardines or mackerel? Affordable, convenient, and widely eaten across Europe. No fancy cooking required. Baking or steaming are the gentlest methods. Think about it. When was the last time you actually had sardines or mackerel regularly? If you grew up eating herring in the Netherlands or sardines in Portugal, congratulations, you were ahead of the curve all along. Number 4, legumes. Lentils, chickpeas, white beans. This is the surprise we teased. Cooked lentils have about 18 grams of protein per cup. That's more than many cuts of chicken, and they cost almost nothing. Plant proteins are increasingly recognized as incredibly valuable for seniors because they come packaged with fiber, which supports gut health and reduces inflammation. It's like getting 2 benefits in one bowl. And if you're thinking this doesn't apply to you because beans make you gassy, fair point, but here's the fix. Cook them thoroughly. Rinse canned varieties really well. Start with smaller portions and build up. Most people find that problem disappears within a week or two. Lentil soup, chickpea stew, bean salads, these are deeply embedded in French, Italian, Spanish, and Eastern European cooking. You probably already know these foods. This is just a reminder of how powerful they actually are. Add a little olive oil or a squeeze of lemon juice to improve absorption even further. Stick around for number 6. By the way, it's something you can literally drink. Number 5, cottage cheese. And this one is genuinely underrated. Cottage cheese is soft, mild, and packs around 25 grams of protein per cup. Easy to chew, almost no preparation, and incredibly gentle on the stomach. But here's the really clever thing about it. It contains casein protein, which digests slowly. That means it keeps you full longer and provides a steady release of amino acids to your muscles. This makes it especially useful before bed to support overnight muscle repair while you sleep. Eat it plain. Add cucumber and a pinch of salt, which is popular in Germany and Eastern Europe. Mix it with fruit, or use it as a topping for crackers. It's low in fat and calories, which makes it ideal for seniors who want to maintain muscle without gaining weight. Think of it as the quiet overachiever of the dairy world. It just gets on with the job. Number 6, protein shakes. Whey or plant-based protein. This is the drinkable option we teased earlier. And look, sometimes eating enough protein from whole foods alone is genuinely hard. Especially if your appetite has decreased, which is very common after 60. You're just not as hungry as you used to be. That's normal. But your muscles still need feeding. Whey protein is one of the most researched, fastest absorbing proteins available. A single scoop gives you 20 to 25 grams of complete protein in minutes, no cooking, no chewing. For those who are lactose sensitive, plant-based options like pea protein or hemp protein are excellent alternatives. You don't need a fancy gym shake. Just mix it into warm milk, oat milk, or a smoothie. Most useful post-exercise, or as a meal supplement when your appetite is low. Look for low-sugar options, and if you're on medications, check with your doctor first. This one is genuinely a game changer if you struggle to eat enough at meals. Number 7, tofu and tempeh. These are complete plant proteins and they've become widely available across Europe. Firm tofu has about 17 grams of protein per 100 grams. And soft tofu? It's literally one of the easiest foods to digest that exists. Tempeh, which is fermented soy, is even higher in protein and also provides probiotics for gut health. Double bonus, just like the yogurt. Now here's where it gets interesting. If you've never cooked tofu before, it can feel unfamiliar. But pan-fried with a little soy sauce and garlic, it is genuinely delicious. Silken tofu can be blended into smoothies, soups, or even scrambled like eggs. And for women over 50 dealing with hormonal changes, tofu's phytoestrogens have shown some anti-inflammatory benefits worth knowing about. Tofu and tempeh are increasingly popular in Germany, France, the UK, available in most major supermarkets now. Your grandkids are probably already eating this. Maybe it's time to give it a proper try. So now you've got the 7. But how much protein do you actually need? Most standard guidelines say 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. But for seniors, most nutrition researchers now recommend 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram. That's a meaningful difference. If you weigh 70 kilograms, you're looking at roughly 84 to 112 grams of protein per day. That sounds like a lot until you break it into meals. About 25 to 35 grams per meal, totally doable with the foods we just talked about. And here's something important. Spreading protein across your meals, not just loading up at dinner, significantly improves absorption in older adults. Your body can only use so much protein at once. So spacing it out is smarter than eating a huge piece of meat once a day. Here's a quick sample day to show you it's not complicated. Eggs at breakfast around 18 grams. Greek yogurt mid-morning 17 grams. Salmon with lentils at lunch about 40 grams. Cottage cheese as an evening snack 12 grams. That's close to 90 grams right there. See? Painless, delicious, and completely doable. Now, a few quick tips to actually boost how well your body absorbs all this protein. Eat protein with a source of vitamin C. It helps absorption, especially for plant proteins. A squeeze of lemon on your lentils genuinely makes a difference. Second, chew your food thoroughly. I know that sounds obvious, but digestion starts in your mouth, and that matters even more as stomach acid decreases with age. Third, stay active. Even a short walk after meals or light resistance exercise a few times a week dramatically improves how your body uses protein. And fourth, avoid eating huge amounts of fiber or calcium at the exact same moment as your protein-heavy meals. It can slightly interfere with absorption. These are small tweaks, not a complete lifestyle overhaul. Small changes, real results. We're almost done. Don't skip the next 90 seconds because I'm going to give you one more thing that ties this all together. Here's your simple 3-day starter plan. Don't overthink it. Day 1, scrambled eggs at breakfast, Greek yogurt as a snack, canned salmon with a salad at lunch, lentil soup at dinner. Day 2, cottage cheese with fruit in the morning, tofu stir-fry for lunch, a protein shake in the afternoon, baked fish with vegetables at dinner. Day 3, omelet with vegetables, chickpea stew for lunch, tempeh with roasted veggies, Greek yogurt before bed. Mix and match. Keep it simple. Don't stress about perfection, just aim to include protein at every single meal. Before the sign-off, a quick health disclaimer. The information in this video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult your doctor or a registered dietitian before making significant changes to your diet, especially if you have existing health conditions or take medications. Now, if this was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It genuinely helps more people like you find this content. And if you want more practical senior nutrition videos every week, subscribe and hit the bell. Drop a comment below which one of these 7 protein sources are you going to try first. I read every single one. Look, getting older doesn't mean you have to get weaker. Your body is incredibly adaptable, even now. Feed it the right stuff, move it a little, and it will respond. These 7 protein sources are some of the best things you can add to your plate, and most of them are probably already in your kitchen or your local supermarket. You don't need to change everything at once. Start with one, add another next week. Before you know it, you're eating like someone who genuinely takes their health seriously because you do. Next week, I'm covering the specific vitamins that most Europeans over 60 are deficient in, and you probably wouldn't guess what's at the top of that list. See you then. Take care of yourselves. Talk soon.